Hi guys, it's me again, come to do another craft session with you. Now we're going to look at making an activity to represent fire. We've gone a little bit simple today. In your craft pack you will find a jam jar, not as big as this, but you'll find a jam jar and some tissue paper. And you will need some glue and also a little candle, which is electric so you can't burn yourself, but they still get hot, so you need to take a little bit of care. So, the idea I've had was to stick tissue paper to represent the flames around the jar, and then if we put the little light on, it should flicker, and with tissue paper you should be able to see the light through the paper. That's the plan anyway. Let's see if it works. So, I've picked some sort of fire-like colours, oranges and yellows and reds, and it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be artistic. You can literally just hack it to pieces and stick it on however you want. I'm going to start with red, so we can have a red hot fire. And I'm literally just cutting it up roughly. I'm not taking much attention to how I do it. You could even tear it if you wanted to, but I decided to use scissors. So I'm going to stick some glue onto the jar. And then I'm going to stick the paper. I found it easier to put it onto the jar than to put it onto the paper, because it tends to squidge everywhere if you put it on the paper. So that's my first flame. And I'm going to work around and put another flame on. Now, one word of warning, you may end up with slightly coloured fingers because sometimes the colour from the paper bleeds out. I've already got food dye on from the earlier craft demonstration, so my hands are going to be lovely colours by the end of today. I'm going to cut some more red. So this is like my base flames, and then I'm going to add other colours in afterwards. So again, just stick it on as you want to. However, if you had some stickers at home and you'd rather use those, you can decorate it however you want. But I just thought it was nice to sort of try and keep up with the fire theme. But it's your lantern, so you decorate it however you wish. It'd be nice to see some pictures of it at another time, see what you've come up with. So we're nearly finished with the red. I think that these two will be the last ones, and then we can go on to another colour. There's quite a few references to fire in the Bible while I'm doing this, but the main one, which I think we may talk about, is Pentecost. And that's when a lot of people all got together and praised and worshipped God in the same language because the Holy Spirit came upon them. So I think that's pretty cool. People who couldn't understand each other could. So it's sort of the opposite of the Tower of Babel, actually, where they were all taught, they all had to start speaking different languages and no one understood each other at all. So it's kind of cool, that. And quite often you find that in the Bible. One story is mirrored by another. So that's my red done. I'm now going to do some bright yellow. And again, just however you want to cut it, it really, really doesn't matter. So I'm going to put some yellow on. It would help if I open the glue again, because I'll just shut it. Because these things have a habit of squirting everywhere if you're not careful. As I say, it's very rough and ready. I'm not worried. I just slapping it on anywhere there's a space, really. But if you want to make it perfect, just spend a little bit more time on it. It's really up to you. And it also sticks to your fingers if you're not careful, because, as I said, the glue goes everywhere. So you get the idea. I'm not going to sit here and put all the different colours on, but you get the general idea. And then I'm going to put my candle on. There's a little switch at the back that you just push into the opposite direction. And then if you drop it off into your jar, You probably won't see it because it's quite light in here for the filming, but you'll be able to see that it starts to glow through the paper on the jar. And as I say, that's my very rough and ready representation of fire.